Hi, welcome to Subtle History with Shrikar. My name is Shrikar Mangalampally, and today we're going to be talking about the Indian education system. There were 4 types of ancient Indian schools. The first type is a Gurukula. In a Gurukula, the students would live with their teacher, aka the Guru, and they would learn their subjects. Another thing special about the Gurukula system was that students would actually live with the Guru and do things like chores. They would learn discipline and they would learn how to do hard work while also acquiring skills to get them success in their careers. The second type was a Pathashala. In a Pathashala, you could expect to learn very basic educational topics. For example, basic arithmetic, how to read, and maybe some moral and religious texts were also taught. The third type were tolls, madrasas, and agraharas. These were centers for higher learning, and they would usually have one language that the teachers would teach in. For example, Sanskrit, or Persian, or any other language. The last one are the universities. Indian ancient universities like Nalanda and Takshashila were some of the most prestigious universities in the ancient world. Scholars and students from all around the globe would come to study in these prestigious universities. Another really special thing is that education in these ancient Indian learning centers was actually free. The schools actually were run on donations by other people, and the schools didn't expect any sort of fees or anything like that. When the British arrived to India, they would take notice of the extremely good ancient Indian education system. A man by the name of Thomas Babington Macaulay would write his minute on Indian education. In his book, he would write that English education or European education was superior to Indian education. In fact, he actually wanted to create a group of Indians, and I quote, "Indian in blood and color, but English in taste, in opinions, in morals, and in intellect." End quote. With this, the British would go on to establish British schools that would introduce the English language to Indians and introduce the British learning method to Indians. When this happened, systems like the Gurukula and the Pathashala would start to fail because, again, these schools were on donations. When people were forced to enroll these kids in British schools, they would not fund the Pathashalas, and that would slowly but surely guarantee the demise of ancient Indian education. When ancient Indian education was destroyed, essentially, the British system of education would become the main system of education in India and still is to this day. Thank you for watching. Please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And I hope you have a wonderful, fantastic day.